How to eat. It is an established fact that humans naturally chew their food. The few enthusiasts who argue that we should ingest our nourishment quickly, like dogs or other lower animals, have lost their audience. We understand that chewing is essential. The more thoroughly we chew, the more natural this process becomes. If you chew each bite until it reaches a liquid consistency, you needn't worry about what to eat, as any ordinary food will provide you with adequate nourishment. Whether chewing is a burdensome task or a pleasurable experience largely depends on your mindset when you sit down to eat. If your thoughts are preoccupied with other matters, or if you're anxious about personal or professional issues, you will likely find it difficult to avoid rushing through your meal. It's essential to manage your life in a way that minimizes worries, allowing you to focus entirely on the act of eating. When you eat, concentrate solely on enjoying your meal. Clear your mind of distractions and allow nothing to divert your attention from the taste of the food until you've finished. Maintain a cheerful confidence, as following these guidelines ensures that the food you consume is precisely what you need and will suit you perfectly. Approach the table with a positive attitude and take a moderate portion of the food that appeals to you most. Choose items based on taste rather than perceived health benefits. To maintain your well-being, shift your focus from doing things solely because they're good for you to doing what you genuinely desire. Select what you enjoy the most. Express gratitude for being able to eat in a way that promotes perfect digestion, and take a moderate bite. Don't fixate on the act of chewing. Instead, focus on the flavor of the food, savoring it until it's liquefied and swallowed involuntarily. Take your time. Do not concern yourself with how long it takes. Just relish the taste. Avoid letting your gaze wander around the table, speculating on what to eat next, and don't fret about whether there will be enough for you to sample everything. Concentrate on the taste of the food currently in your mouth, and that's all you need to focus on. Eating scientifically and healthfully can be a rewarding experience once you've learned to appreciate it and moved past the old habit of hastily devouring your food. It's best to minimize conversation during meals. Be in a good mood, but save the chatting for after dining. In most instances, a certain level of willpower is necessary to develop the habit of eating correctly. The tendency to rush through meals is unnatural and is primarily rooted in fear of deprivation, fear of missing out on delicious foods, and fear of wasting time, all of which contribute to hasty eating. Furthermore, the excitement about desserts can lead to the urge to finish the main course quickly, along with distractions from other thoughts while dining. It's essential to overcome all these tendencies. When you notice your mind drifting, take a moment to pause. Focus on the food and savor its flavors, and consider the optimal digestion and nourishment that will occur after your meal. Then, begin again. Repeat this process as many times as necessary during a single meal, whether it takes 20 attempts or more, and continue this practice at every meal for weeks or even months. With perseverance, you can cultivate the Fletcher habit, and once you do, you'll discover a level of pleasurable health you've never experienced before. This is a crucial point that I must emphasize until it is firmly lodged in your mind. When provided with the right ingredients, prepared correctly, the principle of health will undoubtedly lead to a robust and healthy body. And the only way to prepare these ingredients properly is through the methods I have outlined. To achieve perfect health, it is imperative that you eat in the manner I've described. You have the ability to do this, and it merely requires a bit of determination. What good is it to discuss mental discipline if you cannot control yourself in the simple act of not rushing your meals? What is the point of focusing if you can't maintain your attention on the act of eating for just 15 or 20 minutes? Especially when you have the delightful sensations of taste enhancing the experience. Push forward and conquer this challenge. In a matter of weeks or months, you will find your practice of scientific eating solidifying, and soon you will be in such excellent mental and physical condition that you would never want to revert to your previous habits. We've established that if an individual focuses solely on thoughts of perfect health, their internal functions will operate healthily. We've also noted that to think healthily, one must engage in voluntary functions in a wholesome manner. Among these, eating is the most significant, and so far, we've seen no specific obstacles to eating in a completely healthy way. I will now summarize the guidelines on when to eat, what to eat, and how to eat, along with the reasons behind them. Never eat until you have experienced an earned hunger, regardless of how long you might go without food. This guideline is founded on the principle that genuine needs in the body, when combined with the ability to digest food, are indicated by the subconscious mind through the sensation of hunger. It's vital to differentiate between true hunger and the false cravings triggered by unnatural appetites. True hunger is not an unpleasant sensation accompanied by weakness, faintness, or stomach discomfort. Rather, it's a pleasant, anticipatory wish for food, primarily felt in the mouth and throat. It does not occur at fixed times or intervals, but rather arises when your subconscious mind is ready to receive, digest, and assimilate nourishment. Feel free to choose any foods you desire, selecting from the staple foods commonly available in your region. Supreme intelligence has guided humanity in the selection of these foods, which are suitable for everyone. I refer specifically to foods meant to satisfy hunger, not those created merely for indulgence or distorted taste preferences. The instinct that has led the masses to choose essential food staples to quell their hunger is a divine one. There is no error in this guidance. As long as you consume these foods, you will not go astray. Approach your meals with joyful confidence and savor the pleasure in each bite. Chew each mouthful until it becomes liquid, focusing your thoughts on the enjoyment of the experience. This is the only way to eat in a completely successful and fulfilling manner. When something is accomplished successfully, the overall outcome cannot be poor. In the pursuit of health, the principles mirror those in the pursuit of wealth. If you succeed in each individual action, the totality of your efforts will also be a success. When you maintain the mental mindset and apply the methods I've outlined while eating, there is nothing left to add. The process is executed perfectly, and it succeeds. Moreover, if eating is performed successfully, the processes of digestion, assimilation, and the development of a healthy body are also initiated successfully. Next, we will address the topic of the required quantity of food.